Today we're going to show you how to make tails, shadow, Knuckles, and Sonic. Let's start with tails. We're going to show you how to make the body piece, the headpiece, and the tails. So for this, just trace something that you have onto the fabric and sew. This is how the back is going to look with the white details, and this is how the front's going to look. Just add those details. Okay, for the headpiece, I just got a tiara and wrapped it with the yellow fabric around, and then apply the little triangle here, yellow and then white, just on the front side, okay, on both sides. And then for the little hair piece here, I just cut up you know, the spiky, like three spiky sides, and then you kind of fold it together on the other side and apply hot glue and just kind of shape it into the look. Okay, and for the sides here I did the same thing. I just cut up some spiky hair there to make the sides of the little face that he has. And then I just hot glue around and make it stay. So that's it for this piece. It's very simple. And for the tail, he has two tails. Okay, so I did this into two pieces. So I first cut up the shape of the white. Okay, so by the way, I'm using felt for this. It's sturdy fabric, but you can try other fabrics too. I'm sure it should be fine. So I cut it into this shape over here. Okay, and then I stuff it with polyester stuffing. And then I do this one over here in a separate piece, the yellow. Just cut it into kind of a cone shape, you know, and then spike it up at the end. And then what I did was I hot glued it to the white after I had stuffed it already and closed it. So I hot glued it to the white, and then I filled it up at the end over here with more polyester stuffing. Then you close it at the end, do another one, just the same, and then just combine them. You just sew it together by hand, just the two pieces. And then I added a little belt that goes around, you know, just like a piece of fabric, long piece, so you can tie it around the waist, basically. And so the tail is going to go like this, you'll see. Yeah, like that, more or less, around the waist, and it stays really nice. So that's it for this piece also. Alright, for tail shoes, we just dressed a regular shoe that already fits your child with a white sock. Okay, just use white socks. See, it goes over the shoe like that, just like you would put the socks on. So then I went ahead and just applied some gray felt all the way around with the hot glue, and then red over here. So that's the look for tails. It's very simple, very easy. Okay, for Knuckles body piece, I just did the same as I did for tails. I just traced some fabric clothes that already fit my child, and I made the body piece over here, and then I applied the details with felt fabric. Okay, just we use the hot glue gun and just glue it all the way around however you like it. Yeah, so I just on both sides, and this is a very important piece over here. So you do it on the chest area, and then over here you apply the same details with the fabric that you need to make the details for this guy. And then the headpiece, I just made like a bandana kind of shape. Okay, see, I cut it into a bandana shape. And then I apply the little ears, you know, black felt, and then yellow. Just 2 triangles there and here, like that. And then I just cut up pieces of black and red strands like that, and kind of applied them all the way around, just to kind of make some hair kind of detail for. So I have this big red detail here, like this one is yeah, like he has it. Okay, for shadow shoes we used a regular shoe, okay, and dressed it with socks too. Just go over the shoe with the socks. This one is already a little bit messy because we used it on a rainy day and it got really dirty. Anyways, so just dress it with the socks and then apply the details. So I apply the red first all the way around, and then the black. I just do the black lines with crayon, black crayon, because Tails has that kind, Shadow has that kind of details. Okay, and then I applied the yellow over here, and then I drew around with the black crayon and applied a little black circle there, and then just do the black felt all the way from here to the other side. Okay, that's the design, and then just go around with the yellow, and that's it for the look that you're looking for. That's Tails' shoes. That's Shadow's shoes. Okay guys, this one is Knuckles. The one before this one was Shadow. I made a mistake and I called it Knuckles. This one is Knuckles because it has knuckles instead of fingers. So for this one, we're going to do the same. We're going to trace the body onto the fabric and cut it to the size that fits your child. Okay, and then you just add the details with the felt and hot glue. Okay, has that kind of shape on the chest, and then the hands over here. For the knuckle, I had to hand sew the knuckle. Okay, just into a shape. Just make it like a fist shape. And then, anyways, just make it into a knuckle shape and sew it together and then stuff it with the polyester. And then I just made these 2 little knuckles on the top over here. You know, just and hot glue it. Just make a little.
It's a punching mask. It's a
okay, mommy's doing a video, okay? And then stuff it and kind of sew it to the end.
Sew it?
Right there is open for the hand. But on top of one side, okay, the top side, I hot glued it. Still has the opening for the arm there, so it looks like it's the hand. Okay, and then I made some details here. The green on the bottom that Knuckles has. Okay, and for Knuckles' headpiece, I just made it into kind of a bandana shape again. Okay, the mane here. This one, just cut it into really long bandana, okay, shape, and then you're gonna slice the end of the bandana here to make it into like this nice hair shape. So slice all the way at the top of the bandana here. Just cut a really long kind of triangle shape. And then the ends of it you just slice and then just keep some space to tie it in the back. And then just there's 2 little hairs on the side too, over here, that you do. And then I just, for the top of the head, just go in a little bit there, just to create the same look that Knuckles has. And I did a little bit of a, I guess, sewing over here to create the same shape. Just over here on the front of the forehead to create the same shape that Knuckles has. And that's it. Now we're going to go into the shoes. Alright, we're going to do Knuckle Shoes. For Knuckle Shoes, we just get a pair of white socks and dress the shoes with the socks, like you would normally when you're putting on your socks.
There's one shoe.
And then you use the felt fabric to design the details. So I do the red first underneath with the hot glue gun, and then I went around with the yellow, okay, over next to the red, and then I did the gray all the way around, okay. And then I applied the red details over here all the way to the other side. Then I used a light gray shape over here, and then dark gray for the holes. Okay, this one already fell out because we used it on a rainy day. But that's it for Knuckles. That's the look you're looking for. And looks great. For Sonic, we're going to use the same idea as we used for the other characters. Just trace it onto the fabric and sew it together. And the headpiece, we used the bandana shape, and we added some spikes in the back, and we stuffed it with polyester to just... Alright, for Sonic shoes, we dress the shoe, just a regular shoe that already fits. Dress it with the socks. Okay, just put socks on the shoe basically. This one is already worn because we did it a couple times on a rainy day. So we applied some gray felt, okay, around over here all the way around, and then we cut the red into the same shape over here, okay, and then apply it to the front. Oh, and then around here too, the back. And then we did the white. Make sure to have already the yellow cut up. Just cut a rectangle like this and then open 2 slits so you can put the white through. And you just put the white through and glue it onto here and onto here. And that's the look for Sonic. It looks really good.